a minute. Oh, if you don't mind my mentioning, you don't drink when you're acting, do you, Miss Wellington? I'm just asking, of course. I'm so glad you brought it up. The minute I enter stage door, the bottle gets put away. So on a mission.
Have you been acting a long time, Miss Wellington?
Oh, yeah. All my life. Ever seen Pego? My heart.
Yes, I have.
I saw it too. Great play. My hot night, ain't it?
You want me to open the window, Miss Wellington?
No! The heck with the weather. Say, he's cute.
Oh, Reba, she's just acting. She don't mean it.
Well, I figured whenever you're ready, we can head up to my room and read the play. I figured it'd be best if we read it up there. All right, dearie. I'm ready. Oh, sorry. When I start seeing snakes, it's time to let go. What? No, Miss Wellington, no, they're real. They're grandpa's for real. Miss Wellington, I hope she doesn't.
She's out like a light. Sleep it off.
Reba, Miss Wellington just passed out.
Good. Think she'll be okay?
Oh, I think she'll be fine. I just wouldn't cast her in the religious play.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to wait.
Well, I mean, the next time that you meet an actress on top of a bus, I think I'd send her the play instead of bringing her home to read it.
Ed, I wish you'd stop printing and take those lunchrooms around. You've got to get back in time to play before Kalinkoff comes.
Oh, is Kalinkoff coming tonight?
Yes, tomorrow night's her night, but I had to change it on account of Alice.
Oh, big doings around here tomorrow night, huh?
Oh, you know, it's so exciting. You'd think I'd be the one getting engaged instead of Alice. I'm so nervous.
What do you think they'll be like? You know his mother and father. Ed, what are you doing now?
Penny! Check out this mask I made last night. Guess who it is?
Oh, I don't know, Ed. Give me a minute. Helen of Troy.
It's Miss Roosevelt. You know, the nice thing about these Lego sets is you can make them into pretty much anything. Last week it was the Empire State Building.
But what is it this week?
Queen Mary.
Queen Mary? Well, she hasn't got the right hat on.
Esty, I'm telling
Ed,
you.
will you just stop talking about it, please?
Mr. DePino, could you go look out the front door and see if there's a man standing there?
Why? What for?
Well, for the past 2 days when I've been delivering candy, I think a fellow's been following me.
Ed, you're crazy!
No, I'm not. He stands and watches the house.
I'll take a look and see.
Sure he does.
And why would anyone want to follow you?
You know, Grandpa, there has been a lot of kidnapping around here lately.
Yes, but not of Ed.
Well, did you see him?
There's no one out there.
You're sure?
Wasn't. I just seen him leave.
Yeah, see?
Well, it could have been anybody walking on the street. All you take these and hurry up and get back. Go! Come on, Ed!
All right.
Go!
You want to go down and finish up packing those fireworks?
Yeah, we gotta get all that stuff up and not burn it in the morning.
Mother, may I borrow a piece of paper? I'm making a list out for Reba for tomorrow night.
Yeah,
kitchen all day tomorrow. She'll need it. Oh, of course I will, Alice. Oh, wait, I know. I'll start some love dreams now, so I'll be way ahead for tomorrow. Thanks, Miss. You're welcome.
Now, Mother, I'm going to be home by 3 o'clock tomorrow. You'll have everything down in the cellar. The typewriter and xylophone, the printing press, the snakes.
And Miss Wellington?
And Miss Wellington. That'll give me enough time to arrange the flowers and fix everything.
The Cardis are gonna get the wrong impression of this house, I'll say that.
You'll do all that, won't you, Mother?
Of course.
And I think I ought to have drinks ready by 7:15, just in case if they decide to come early. Grandpa, I'm wanting Reba for dinner. You think that's a good idea?
Oh, I think it'll be just fine. From what I've seen of the boy, I'm assuming his family is very nice people. And if everything's not so elaborate tomorrow night, that'll be just fine too.
Oh, Grandpa, I'm not trying to impress them or pretend or anything or not. I just want everything to, go off well.
And there's no reason why it shouldn't, Alice.
No, we are all going to do everything to make it as nice as a party as possible.
Oh, my darlings, I love you. You're the best family in the world, and I'm the happiest girl in the world. I didn't know anyone could be so happy. This week's been like floating. Just seeing him. You don't know what it does to me.
Just seeing him. You mean just seeing him for lunch? And just seeing him for dinner? And it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and then 9 o'clock in the morning you're in the office, and there he is. You're just seeing him, huh?
I don't care. I'm in love. Oh, Grandpa. Oh, Reba! Reba!
Nice, isn't it, to see you so happy?
Yeah, it reminds me of when me and Paul were first engaged, how happy I was. And you know, I still feel that way.
It's nice the way that Ed and Nessie get along, too.
Also, Donovan and Reba, even though they're not married. Say, you think Mr. DePino will ever marry anyone?
Well... There's always Miss Wellington.
I do wish he'd wake up if we're going to read that new sleigh by tonight.
Mrs. Sycamore, look what I found. Remember?
It's the painting of you as a discus thrower. Look, Grandpa.
I remember it. Say, Mr. DePina, you've gotten a little bit gray, haven't you?
No. Is it that noticeable?
Well, it has been a long time. Right before I stopped painting. Let me see, that's 8 years.
Sycamore, I'd love to have that.
Well, I've always wanted to finish it, Mr. DePina, but one day I stopped painting and that was it. I never painted again.
And just as well, too. I mean, I probably would have been the one that had this strip next, and no.
Who would have thought? When I came to deliver ice, I would stay here for 8 years.
Well, the milkman was here for 5 years. Just ahead of you, actually.
Say, what I've been doing anyways, I forget.
Oh, he died.
Yes.
He was a nice man, though. Remember, Grandpa? We didn't know his name, so it was kind of hard to get a death certificate.
What was the name we gave him anyhow?
Martin Vanderhoff, we gave him your name.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
It was a lovely idea, or else we wouldn't have gotten all those flowers.
Yeah, and it didn't bother me one bit. I barely get mail anymore, and I haven't had a telephone call from that day to this.
It was a wonderful idea.
Miss Sycamore, I'd love for you to finish that. I'd love to have it.
She's not waking up anytime soon. You know, Mr. DePina, I think I'll do some work on it right tonight.
Say, who are you?
Yeah. Why don't you go down to the basement, put on your costume, and bring up my easel?
Oh, that's a picture of Mr. DePina. Penny was painting it.
It stinks.
I know. So, Klinkoff, tell me, how do you feel about that?
What is that?
That's an actress. Friend of Penny's.
She is drunk. No?
She's drunk, yes. So, Klinkoff, tell me, how are you?
Magnificent! Life is chasing around inside of me like a squirrel.
Really? Have you heard from your friend in Moscow recently?
Oh, I got the letter and I saved for you this stamp.
Oh, thank you.
They sent him to Siberia.
Siberia? Does he like it?
He has escaped and went back to Moscow. He will get them if they do not get him, Grandpa. The Soviet government. I could take the whole Soviet government and... Ah! Seriously, even my dancing clothes ran away! Tonight we will work, Pavlova. Tonight we will try something. No!
So, Miss Klinkoff, is Essie making any progress?
Confidently, she stays.
Well, as long as she's having fun, right?
You sure to take a Reba, Miss Lincoln? She's out her head off in there.
Oh, she is a great girl. Now, look, what do you think about the Soviet government?
The what, Miss Lincoln?
I withdraw question. What do you think about this government?
Oh, I like it. I'm all relieved, you know.
And you like that?
Yeah, it's fine. The only thing is I have to go down to the place every week to get it. And sometimes I gotta stand in line nearly half an hour. I ought to be one better than that, don't you think, Grandpa?
The government ought to stop sending me letters is what they ought to stop doing. They want me to be at the United States Marshal's office at 10 o'clock Tuesday morning. I get a new letter about income tax every day.
Oh, income tax. They have got you, Grandpa.
They want me to stop paying it to keep Donald here on relief.
You don't say, Grandpa. You gonna start paying from now on?
That's what they want.
You mean I can come right here and get it instead of...
No, Tom. You're still going to have to waste a half an hour of your time every week.
Well, I don't like it. It breaks up my week.
Now, he should have been in Russia when the revolution came. Then, he would have to stand in a line. A red line. Oh, Grandpa, what have they done to Russia? The Grand Duchess, Olga Katrina, cousin of the Tsar. She is a waitress at a child restaurant. Ordered baked beans from her only yesterday. It breaks my heart. What a crazy world, Grandpa.
Oh, the world's not so crazy, Klinkoff. It's the people that are in it that are crazy. Life's pretty simple if you just relax.
How can you relax at times like these?
Well, there wouldn't be times like these if people just relax. That's my point. Life's beautiful if you let it come to you. The problem is, though, is that people forget that. I know I did. I was caught in a thick of things. Fighting, clawing, scratching. Regular everyday jungle. So one day I realized I wasn't having any fun.
What did you do?
I quit. 35 years ago that was, but I've been in academia ever since.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Klinkoff.
Ah, Miss Alice! I have not seen you to present my congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Klinkoff.
I hope you are very, very happy and have many, 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 many children. That is my prayer for you.
It's quite a thought, Mrs. Klinkoff.
Love. Love is all
breath of Paris.
Oh, why, thank you, Mrs. Khalifa.
I didn't know he was working for the WPA.
Oh, no, I used to paint all the time.
It happened again. There's a fellow following me every place I went.
Oh, Ed, all nonsense, just your imagination.
No, it's not. Every place I went, there was a fellow following me.
Did you think you might want to piece of candy, you dingbat?
It's all right for you to laugh, but every place I went, there was a fellow there.
Following? You do not know what being followed is. In Russia, everybody is followed. I was followed right out of Russia.
You see, Ed, just your imagination.
Well, maybe.
Here we are!
Put it right here.
The first movement of Jakarta.
Well, say, Mr. DePina, has something happened to your figure over the past year?
No, I think it's stay the same.
Aunt Jemima's buttered noodles.
Yes,
Woo!
oh, dear.
I can promise the first one. Let's go!
All right.
All right, you ready? We begin. Get away! Oh, Mrs. Clicker. Get away! Let's see. Even though we have said we have been doing this for 8 years now. Get away! No, Daddy, we did not bring up this film.
Oh, he was too late.
Okay, I'm sorry. You go back and quick one.
Oh, hi there, Tony. What are you done for?
How do you do?
Are we too early?
Oh, no. Come on in. We're glad to see you.
Yes, we just thought the dinner was tomorrow night. Tomorrow night?
What? Oh, now it's perfectly all right. Just make yourselves comfortable.
Tony, how could you possibly?
I don't know. I thought it was.
Really, Tony, this feels embarrassing.
Oh, not at all. We weren't doing a thing.
No, just a quiet evening at home.
That's it. Now, this is Alice's mother, Mrs. Sycamore.
Hi, Cole.
And, her sister, Essie Carmichael. And Essie's husband, Mr. Carmichael. And Essie's dancing teacher, Mrs. Philippa.
Take it right off.
Go tell Paul that the Kirby's are here. We'll be expecting him.
All right.
And make sure to tell him to put his pants on.
All right. Hey, Paul, Kirby's are here.
Oh, I should tell Alice that. Alice! Alice! Oh, could you come downstairs? We have a surprise for you.
Miss Kirby, may I take your wrap?
Well, thank you. If you're perfectly sure, well, that we're not.
Oh, Miss Kirby, they're perfectly harmless.
Thank you.
Ed, take them into the kitchen.
Of course, we're
Donald,
used to
help me with these snakes.
having them around the house.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but this happened
I
to be
feel
my.
very uncomfortable about all this. Tony, how could you have done such a thing?
I'm sorry, Dad. I thought it was tonight.
Well, it was very careless of you, Tony. Very.
Oh, now, Mr. Kirby, anybody could have got this mixed up.
Yes, why don't we get these folks some dinner? They come for dinner, you know.
Oh, please don't bother. We're really not hungry at all.
No, it won't be any bit of a bother. Ed, tell Donald to run down to the A&P and get half a dozen bottles of root beer and some canned salmon. Oh, you do like canned salmon, don't you, Mr. Kirby?
Oh, no, don't trouble yourself, Mrs. Sycamore. I have a little indigestion.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about you, Mrs. Kirby? Do you like canned salmon?
Oh, I'm very fond of it.
Well, you can have frankfurters if you'd rather.
Either one will do.
Well, make it frankfurters and some canned corn and Campbell soup. Got all that, Ed? And make sure to tell Donald to hurry.
Okay.
The A&P's just around the corner, and the frankfurters won't take any time to boil.
Mrs. Sycamore, the Kirby's.
How do you do?
You mustn't mind Paul's appearance. This is the busiest time of year for him. Right before the 4th of July, he always is down there.
Oh.
Darling, I'm the most dull-witted person in the whole world.
I just thought it was. Oh dear. Have you all met each other?
Yes, indeed.
How do you do, Alice?
Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Kirby? I'm afraid my appearance. I'm awfully sorry.
Oh, darling, you look lovely.
Of course she does. And don't let this get you down, my dear. We just met a night earlier, that's all.
Of course.
I was planning such a nice party for tomorrow night.
Well, we'll just have to come again tomorrow night.
There you are, Alice. Am I forgiven?
I guess so. Well, we'd better see about getting you all some dinner.
Oh, that's already been taken care of, Alice.
Don't forget the Campbell soup, don't forget the buns, don't forget the ketchup, don't forget the root beer. Go! Don't forget the frankfurters!
Well, it's being attended to.
Mother, what did you send out for? Mr. Kirby suffers from indigestion. He only can have certain things.
Oh, it's alright. It's alright.
Yes, Alice, I asked him what he wanted.
Oh, yes, but
No, it's not as serious as all that. Just because I have a little indigestion.
Perhaps it's not indigestion at all, Mr. Kirby. Perhaps you have stomach ulcers.
don't be absurd, Mrs. Kalinkoff.
Yeah, you mustn't mind Mrs. Clark. You see, she's Russian, and Russians are inclined to look at the darker side of things.
All right, it's true. I am a Russian. But my friend, who is also a Russian, died from stomach hurt.
That's it.
All right. Let him wait.
Do have a seat, Mr. Kirby.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Kirby, how do you find business conditions? Do you think we're well out of the depression?
What? Yes, of course. Well, I mean, it all depends.
Well, I mean, you think things are just going to keep on improving, right?
Broadly speaking, yes. Actually, businesses are running at 64% full capacity compared to 80%.
There was a young lady from Wheeling who had a peculiar feeling.
I bet that seems strange to you. You see, she's an actress. Friends of Penny's, of course, and she came over for dinner and she was overcame by the heat and all.
Yes, some of them just get hit with it more than others. I'll be right back to check on her.
Oh, it's awfully hot in here. Up in Maine, Mrs. Kirby, don't you? As a rule, I had to come down this week. However, for the flower show.
Yes, Mother wouldn't miss it for the world. That blue ribbon is the high spot of her year.
I went to a flower show once. Freezing onions, remember Alice?
And see, that was a garden show.
Oh, yes, sorry.
She should be all right. Has Donald come back yet?
No, he hasn't.
Oh, well, he should be back soon. Not any time at all. I'm afraid you must be starved.
Oh no, no trouble. Hello. What is this? I didn't know you had children running around the house.
Oh, no, that's mine.
Really? Well, I suppose every man has to have a hobby, or is this a model of some sort?
No, I just play with it.
Oh, maybe you'd be better off if you had a hobby like that, instead of raising orchids.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, Mr. Kirby, tell us about your orchids. Some of them take 6 years to blossom. You think of that?
Oh, but some of them take even longer than that. I have these ones coming along now. I've been waiting on them for 10 years.
Believe it or not, I was once waiting for an orchid for 10 years.
Yes, but of course during that 10 years they require the most scrupulous amount of care. I have this one.
Oh, Donald! Here we are. Donald, did you get everything?
Oh yeah, I got everything. But the frankfurters, they didn't have any, so I got pickled pig feet instead.
Oh, let me help you bring everything into the kitchen. Mr. Kirby, please tell everyone about your orchids. I'm sure they'd love to hear about it. Please excuse me.
So, that sounds like an expensive hobby, Mr. Kirby, raising orchids.
Yes, it is, but I feel that if something supplies a sufficient amount of pleasure, it's never too expensive.
That's very true.
Well, you see, I need something to relieve the daily nerve strain. After a week in Wall Street, I'd go insane if I didn't have something like that. Actually, I know a lot of men who have yachts just for that very reason.
Why don't they quit then?
How's that?
I was just joking.
I think it's necessary for everyone to have a hobby. Of course, it's more to me than a hobby, but my great solace is spiritualism.
Mrs. Kirby, everybody knows that's a thing.
To me, Mrs. Sycamore, spiritualism is. Well, I'd rather not discuss it, Mrs. Sycamore.
I don't think I'd make a very good show as a wrestler.